Asking lately, how in the world are you working through this time? And I have to take a breath and acknowledge that it is a really overwhelming time. This is the truth. It's a very overwhelming time right now. And to not acknowledge that would be incorrect. And so we're all in this together. That is the truth. I've always said that one thing that always sticks in my mind from the ancient wisdom that has existed for so long, and something that we all can relate to, is that one thing that never changes is we're all human. No matter how long ago we want to think about, or the future that may come for all of the generations to come, or this very moment in time, we're all human and we're all together. And so to me, one of the things that helps the very most and can be applied to all different aspects of our life is something that I like to call living meditation. And in fact, it's so important to me that I'm starting to actually write this in a book right now. That's how important. And I love this word and this phrase, and again, it applies to everything happening in our life right now, because that's just it. It's active and it's dynamic. You know, no matter what we do in this life, no matter what we wish to do, what we think life is made of, the truth of the matter is it takes work. And that's just it. There's no way around it. And sometimes it takes more work and sometimes it takes less. And oftentimes there are so many beautiful things around us, but we also have challenges that we face, and that's just the truth. So how do we get through those? And so living meditation to me is something that will apply here to everyone, you know, on this platform as well, because it means looking at what it is that we wish to achieve. I like to break it down into 3 pillars, okay? So it's an active way of meditation. Why do we meditate in life? We meditate to be able to be calm, to be able to see clearly, to make correct choices, and to reach our goals, right? That's one way we can discuss as what is our goal of meditation. So living meditation means that some of us, including myself, we don't have time to sit down. Honest to God, I'm so grateful if I have 10 minutes to sit down and actually do meditation in the way that we envision it. But the truth is, it doesn't have to stop there. It can happen throughout the moment. And when your kids are screaming, when you're in the middle of writing an article, on a call, in a meeting, virtual, you can take even a split second and think to yourself, okay, let me just re-ground myself, reroute myself. And that is what's so important right now, to keep ourselves calm, okay? So the number one thing I love to do, like I said, there's 3 pillars. Number 1 is to set our intention. What is it that we wish to achieve? And this can be a long-term thing, this can be a month thing, a week thing, this could be a minutely thing. In this next 15 minutes, what is it that I wish to achieve right now? Maybe in the next 15 minutes, when I'm homeschooling my child, I don't want to get frustrated in this moment because I know that right now it's not worth it. It could be just like that. So setting our intention, what is it that we wish to achieve right now? The second thing I think is really important is something I called moving with the Tao. Okay, we don't have to know about exactly what the Tao is, but for those of us who do understand, it's basically the universe. Regardless of your beliefs, regardless of what, your religious beliefs, your belief system, whether it's in nature, it's just the universe. And so I like saying that even better than going with the flow, because to me, again, it has a certain rooted nature, which I think is important. And what that means is no matter what happens in this life, we can't avoid things. We could never, I'm with all of you, we could never have imagined, as far as I understand my experiences talking to people, something like this happening. But I don't think we could have avoided it, no matter what we did. And so in this moment, or in the moments that we come across that are challenging, how do we take that moment and we go with the Tao? We move with the flow in a rooted way. What I mean by that is we have to go with what, so many of you have said that today on this call already. Now is the time. Let's take all the opportunity that we can, be grateful for what we have, and see how we can make sure that we can improve and maintain our own health. Because of course, without our own health, we don't exist. And none of it matters, let's be honest. And then furthermore, how we take anything that we possibly can and share it with those around us to make that much more positivity in this universe. And we truly have the means of doing that right now. And so to me, when I say go with the Tao, it means look at our current situation. How am I gonna move and adjust myself in such a way, whether it's in family, whether it's in relationships, a little bit more of a microcosm from family, whether it's in career, how am I gonna move right now to make sure that I am moving with the universe and what's happening in a way that it won't get me down. It will not knock me down. And finally, the third part is, to me, what really helps me get over those moments of overwhelming nature, when it feels like sometimes it's just too much, whether it's looking around and feeling the energy of everything that might be occurring, for example, in a time like this, if you get stressed in work, stressed at home, to me, one of the strongest things to do is to find gratitude. To me, that is the very thing that lifts you right out from where you're standing. It just connects you in a way to the universe and nature, unlike anything else in my experience. And it just gives you a moment to find that happiness, that peace, and that calm. And so those are my 3 points that can certainly be applied to all areas of your life. Like I said, family, work, your health, okay? And that's what I call living meditation. So I'll end on that portion of, how do I get through this? What do I feel are some important tools? And a visual I love to think about is being like deep water. I think about this all the time. In fact, my mentor, this is something very important that he told me, and it's something that I carry with myself all the time. What is deep water? Deep water is so calm. It's deep. It doesn't get moved by all the things that happen on the surface. And how do you achieve that? Through what I like to call living meditation, or just being having your intention and working accordingly. And that is in comparison to choppy water, right? So when all the winds of life keep happening, if you're those surface waves, you get thrown, you get pushed in so many different directions, and that can be exhausting. And that can certainly take a toll on your life, and definitely take a toll on your health. So that's what I have to say about how I'm able to get through this moment in time, and I hope it's helpful.